My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Today is January 31st, 2023. It is 4:18 a.m. I'm really starting late this video because I was editing a video that I did yesterday and I said so many things on top of my head. Like when I'm recording, I said things on top of my head. But when I'm editing, that's where I do the research. Did what I said in the recording was correct. So it was a small portion. I had only maybe 15 minutes left, but I said so many things, like Martha Stewart, who went to jail. I said things about Will Smith regarding his tax. I said things about Wesley Snipes regarding him going to jail. So I had to look for this stuff to make sure they were correct. And I did find them, but they took me forever to finish edit that small portion. It took me 2 hours. 15 minutes took me 2 hours to edit. All right, so let me not waste time now. New subscribers, welcome. Let's go on Twitter, and I have some stuff to share with you. I have 16 tweets. I'm probably gonna have to leave some of them for later. All right, so this one, I saw it after I had already did my video regarding the Archewell report. Okay, so this is, I think I put a screenshot of this on my last video as well. Okay, we were grateful to partner with the Sussexes Archewell Foundation to promote vaccine equity at a time when vaccine nationalism was rough. Our collective advocacy helped produce 12.66 million COVID-19 vaccine doses globally through garnering public and private sector support, okay, at GlblCtzn. Okay, so let's see who he is. Come on. Okay, my computer is really slow right now, so let me not waste time. So go on my last video. I shared this and I read some part of it, and I think I will put the link of that. Let me click on it so I could get the link. Okay, this is the link. Okay, let me go back. I'm not gonna review it. I just wanted the link. That's it. Let me go back. Let me read some of the comment under his tweet, because I already went over Omid Scobie's tweet on my last video. Okay, wonderful initiative. Thank you for your hard work. 100%. Congratulations. Okay, so it was GlblCtzn and not Archewell who raised $13 million. Okay, so they always come to discredit. Okay, the whole point is Harry's platform. Okay, Archewell's platform. Let me go into that because these people are really ridiculous.
Whose idea was this? I mean, who was it? You or Prince William or
the Royal Foundation?
Yeah,
can't even remember. But
did it? I mean, was it just obviously a good idea, or
I think it comes with the territory, doesn't it? I mean, once you realise the effect that your name and your position can have, surely all you want to do is make sure that you spend every living day trying to bring people together and trying to make the most of that position.
But it hadn't been done before.
Okay, the whole point is Harry's platform. Okay, Archewell's platform.
This way.
No, true, but as I said, you know, with the way that the world has changed and with the platforms that we now have,
okay, Archewell's platform,
used in a positive way, we can really bring people together from all over the world, across the Commonwealth of 52 countries, of a third of the world's population, of which 60% is under the age of 30. That is a platform of youth.
Okay, Archewell's platform,
of which needs to be listened to.
But the scale and the vastness of that is really hard then to manage.
Okay, no, it was Meghan's idea, convene a corporate roundtable, which she and Harry hosted. Okay, so let's listen to this. 56 seconds. My God, these people.
You mentioned Meghan and Harry, probably the most talked about couple in the world at the moment. How did you find working with them? Because they were campaign chairs for the event, right?
They were, and they were true statespeople. You know, Meghan had this passion of focusing on the issue of mobilizing the private sector. You know, Meghan had this passion of focusing on the issue of mobilizing the private sector to invest more in vaccines and immunizations. So she and the Duke and Duchess together hosted a private roundtable with Fortune 100 CEOs, and we managed to get MasterCard, as well as Cisco, Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola.
Okay, that's the thing. I mean, these people, I really don't understand. Why is it so hard just to say, thank you, Harry and Meghan? Okay, I'm not talking about him, but the person who raised that question for me to click on it to see what other people have said. Okay, even when in one of those tweets that I share with you, I think it was Endeavor, one of those things where Meghan was on stage and was it Invictus? And one of the person who was supposed to talk messed up with his notes, and Meghan was helping him, and then at the in the middle of shuffling papers, Meghan said teamwork. Okay, Meghan is always about teamwork, but for some reason, I don't know why, those haters just really hard for the word thank you to come in their mouth, from their mouth, to say thank you to Harry and Meghan, or Meghan specifically. But there it is. You ask, the squad have receipt and put this out there. It was Meghan's idea. Okay, she's been doing this for so long. Her brain is always in a working mode, so it's easy for her to think of ideas to help things going. And this is why Harry and Meghan said, you want to look at me? Okay, let's look at me. Let's bring in those other people who's doing so much hard work. They just don't have the platform. So she and Harry bring other people to their platform. You want to look at them? There's this organization who's doing that. Oh my God. Let's continue. I'm sorry, I had to stop.
Made multi-million-dollar pledges. In fact,
okay, let me rewind it slightly because I talk too much. I'm sorry, you guys hate that.
she and the Duke and Duchess together hosted a private roundtable with Fortune 100 CEOs, and we managed to get MasterCard, as well as Cisco, Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola. All of them made multi-million-dollar pledges. In fact, MasterCard pledged $25 million towards vaccines and immunizations, which is equivalent of 5 million doses. So their leadership was critical, and they were so passionate throughout the entire campaign. A real pleasure to work with.
That's amazing that you get them to the table like that to do that sort of heavy lifting on the business model.
You mentioned...
Okay, they don't want to give them credit whatsoever. Nothing. All right, let's see. There's 3 comments under it. Okay, really putting in the work, not just showing up for photo opportunities. And what exactly was the measurable impact of the roundtable? Okay, you know what? You cannot argue with these people. Believe me, if it was the other one, the mumbo, the egg and skull or whatever, okay, do a minimum of this, oh my God, the universe would hear about it, how great it is. The bare minimum, you will hear how great it is. Okay, collective advocacy. Reading is fundamental, Lisa. Get on. Okay, it was them together. That's it. Okay, you tried it, hater. All right, no, it's a foundation. Education is a beautiful thing. Hate, on the other hand, make you age quickly. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, next tweet. I want to really hurry up. I hate when I start late like that, and it's prevent me to really give my full input in it. Okay, so this is Sussex Squad podcast, Archewell Foundation, Harry and Meghan. So she bring this from TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. Every time I see a TikTok video, I always want to look at it, and then if it's good, I share them with you. So it's 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Well, hello. We are talking about something very fantastic regarding these two today, this power couple, yes. Please stay tuned because the news is big. Archewell, the foundation created by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, has released their 2020-2022 impact report. These numbers are impeccable. 12.66 million COVID vaccines procured for global distribution with their partnership with GlblCtzn.
Okay, there it is.
Meals served.
Partnership. This is key. Partnership. They didn't say they do it themselves. partnership. All right, and I'm glad. If we are waiting for how do they call this, mainstream media to really break these things down for people to understand, we're not gonna get it. It's people like me or this person right there on TikTok, the small voices, okay, the raindrop that make a flood. Okay, little raindrops, me and this person, Sussex Squad podcast, and other positive Sussex Squad who talk about it. That's what gonna make people know about it. But if we're waiting for mainstream media, nope. Okay, the nonsense we keep on hearing, the negativity about Harry and Meghan, the mainstream media is trying to flood people with. Okay, there we the smaller voices come together collectively. We push them back. All right. So let's continue. I'm sorry.
Through their partnership with World Central Kitchen. And you can go on their website, archewell.com, and read the entire impact report. To think that they accomplished so much even during a whole pandemic.
Yep.
This is a lesson of doing the work versus talking about it.
That's right.
And taking 10 years to develop
5 question.
an early awareness project. And I was wondering, where is Heads Together? Because we haven't heard anything about them since Harry left.
Okay, I know. Since Harry left, they've been in trouble because they were releasing private information where people call that were supposed to be confidential. Okay, they release it to for-profit. I don't know if it's an organization or a company or whatever it is. Okay, shout this. Okay, since Harry left, because when Harry was there, it was doing the exact what it was supposed to do. But since he left, I don't know if they sold it, but they claim that it's for education purposes or whatever. There were some issues with legal issues of why were the something that was supposed to be confidential going to that particular company. All right, so I know a little bit about that. I'll look for the link and put it in the description for you guys.
Moving on. You know, if I was a ginger, they could be my parents.
If I was a ginger, they could be his parents. Let me move it back a little bit.
You know, if I was a ginger, they could be my parents. This photo is courtesy of _Duchess _of _Sussex on Instagram. It is a Meghan fan page. Highly recommend. Which details the organizations and initiatives that Archewell has partnered with from 2020 to present. That's what you call work.
Exactly.
Additionally, Archewell also hosted 5 families pursuing accountability against the social media industry. I love the notion of reach one, teach one. Reach one, teach one is, if I go through something, I'm going to extend my hope out to you if you're going through the same thing.
It's almost the same thing that I was saying. I think in one of the videos where the question was raised, not question, a tweet came about where Kate was saying something to Meghan regarding The Spare, the book, that Meghan doesn't, I'm paraphrasing now, Meghan did not know her enough to talk about her hormone or something like that. And I was like, oh my goodness. We are human. We tend to go to something similar in that aspect. If Meghan have experienced something or know a friend who probably experienced it, because at that time I don't think Meghan had kids yet, but she's letting you know. And then with that, you don't have to believe her, but you could take the information and do research about it or bring it to your doctor. So, but anyway, so she's stuck with the baby brain for like the next 15 years. But let's continue. I'm moving it back slightly.
Teach one. Reach one, teach one is, if I go through something, I'm going to extend my hope out to you if you're going through the same thing. It's putting heads together.
Exactly.
This is a photo of Harry whispering to Meghan, "We did that shit." And they very much so did. I want to send my deepest and warmest congratulations to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, to Archewell, to all of the organizations and initiatives they have partnered with. They continue to do really great work throughout the entire world. Shameless plug, but Diana would be so proud.
Exactly.
I can't wait to see what possible nasty comments are going to appear on this video. But as always, comment your thoughts below, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Okay, I like that. Little people, we us the small little raindrop, and then put the information out. Okay, but no, really, what happened to Heads Together? Okay, may God protect them always. Okay, that's a commercial here. Wow. Okay, so let's move on. That's good. I'm moving quick. Oh my God, 13 minutes already. That's not quick. Okay, there's the thing he was putting in the background. The Uvalde play space is such a nice and thoughtful way of contributing to the healing of a community. All right, go to the Archewell and review that. Okay, I'm in a hurry right now because the kids are gonna get up. Okay, Archewell Foundation teaches us via their association with World Central Kitchen that when someone has a good idea that helps humanity, giving them more resources to allow them to grow can really make change. I have a video. I will insert it. I did found it, and it took me a while to look for it, where World Central Kitchen gave thanks to Archewell, Harry and Meghan for the kitchen that they helped build. Oh my God, I forgot the place already. Okay, I'll insert it right now.
This is Felix for World Central Kitchen reporting from Soufrière Primary School in the Caribbean island of Dominica. The school you can see behind me was devastated by Hurricane Maria back in 2017, and in fact it took a whole 2 years before pupils were allowed back on site. I'm now here with my colleague Jason to announce the completion of the first of our community relief kitchens. The kitchen will be used primarily to feed the needs of the 67 pupils here at the school, but will also be offering culinary training to the wider community when the school's not in session. We've been able to design the kitchen in such a way that it's resilient to future disasters and will be activated as a service kitchen to meet those needs if it arises. We really like to extend our thanks firstly to ResDM, the local partner on the ground here, and also to Meghan and Harry's Archewell Foundation, whose support have helped the project become possible. We really like to extend our thanks firstly to ResDM, the local partner on the ground here, and also to Meghan and Harry's Archewell Foundation, whose support have helped the project become possible.
Okay, there's this. I love all the things they have done completely under the radar. Yeah, but the people who's bad mouthing them, they know what Harry and Meghan are doing. They're trying to undermine their work. Okay, they're trying to undermine their work. This is what actually fuel me to get up every morning, the AM hours before my kids get up, to share those videos, because they are doing extremely well for society, but the evildoers want to undermine their work. So that gives me so much energy to share what they are doing. Next week, I think I read one of the comments where do I get the time or whatever after I finish those things with my kids, help them with their homework. Yeah, I make the time, because when you are passionate about something, you find ways to make time. Okay, I really don't know how, but I got the time, the energy to share those things with you. Okay, it's the same energy I remember when I was in school. I remember there's one time where I had to do a project 2 days, literally 2 days without putting my head on the pillow. Okay, I didn't sleep at all. I had to go to work. I had to finish a model. Okay, for architecture, you need to do some models and do presentation. So that model was taking me forever. And go to work. It's like for 2 days straight, do the same thing and repeat. Okay, let's finish it. Did I finish this? Okay, it's weird that the people analyzing Archewell's impact statement aren't asking why Harry's brother spent $12 million on his vanity award show, but only $5 million of that money is being given to the winners. That's a fair question. I don't follow them for me to know all of this, but hey, if you know, you have the right to ask the question, because they're all into Harry and Meghan's business. Okay, winners get the money and installment because they are mostly small companies and they need to make sure the money used correctly. And then there they are coming to defend them. Okay, I understand that the $5 million is set aside for the winners, but never specify what happened to the rest of the $12 million, and no one seemed concerned. Yet they all seem interested in Harry and Meghan's balance sheet. Thank you. This is Joe Diva. That's exactly that. Okay, here's a little fact for your vicious soul. And the 2021 audit where Archewell's, by the way, the World Foundation, which encompasses Earthshot, has 92% program to non-program percentage. That is strong statement of good management, and back up your figures on Earthflap. Okay, of Earthshot, please. Okay, bish. You can kiss my big beautiful black ass. Yeah, they love to make excuses for the other one. But what about the bag of money, the cash full of money that Charles got, what did they do with that? Okay, they have so much, but yet so many people in the UK are dependent on charities, food banks, and then they go to food banks without giving anything. So what about that? Okay, this I'm aware of because the squad are talking about it, but there are things, other things I don't pay them mind because it's full of haters. Okay, beloved my coaches, we I don't want to read about the earth flap people here because they didn't even bother bringing the winners to the show. They rather fly other people privately and all of that. Whatever. Next tweet. Okay, this is the Prince William parody Twitter account. Please don't ask any impact report from us. The only impact I have is in the pegging community. I'm just gonna read some few, okay, not all. Come on, man, don't be so hard on yourself. Rose likely has wonderful things to say about you. Okay, I thought you were the one getting impacted. I'm impressed with the length you take for your country. Everyone should do their part, so well done, man. Really, you're also funny. All right, that's the laugh. We know the best firm of defense is attack. Harry is bent. All right, let's go to the next one. Remember, this is a parody account. If I don't know who's truly behind it, but every time I come across it, it's funny thing that is being tweeted. Next tweet. Okay, so Pegasus is worried that Harry and Meghan may do something charitable, pulling focus from the taxpayers funded coronation featuring a new golden chariot, people dressed in fur and dripping with diamonds and jewels. And this is a bad thing. Do I have that right? Let's see here. Who is that? Okay, I'm following this person. This must be a squaddy because a lot of other squaddies are following her. Pro-Sussex, anti-monarchy, pro-American, anti-Republican, no apologies, no excuses. Fine. Okay, let's see here. There may also be an informal assurance that the Duke can keep his title as an endorsement to attend Sussexes. Why are they even mentioning about Harry's title? I think Harry's done with that title conversation. Okay, Prince William is understood to have reservation about the plan, worrying his brother may use the event to stage a stunt. Let me just read for the sake of this video. He fears that Harry could overshadow their father's coronation by, for example, quote, going on a walkabout in a deprived London borough with Meghan, the Mail said, quote, the issue of substance is whether they attend the coronation and if they do, under what terms and condition, end quote, a source told the newspaper. The family is split and all the indications are that Harry is being advised to agree to nothing at this stage and play it long right up to the last minute, which is making negotiation with him very difficult. Okay, they don't know what they're talking about. They're just throwing things out there. Why did I even bookmark this? What is that? Okay, Harry is being advised. How do they know? Maybe, who knows? I don't know exactly. Weirdly, they've been using a bunch of astrologers lately. Maybe they discovered a portal to Montecito. There's the rolling eye. So these are other, how do you call this? Topics they've been talking about. That was December 2022. Okay, so not too long ago. Meghan Markle to enter new league of power before family clash in 2023, says Princess Diana's confidant. Oh my God. It's laughable, really. Okay, Prince Harry will be able to build bridges with certain members of the royal family in 2023, astrologer claim. That's what they say. Marie Claire, oh my Lord. Okay, Princess Eugenia's new baby will allow the royal family to put behind them a year of sorrow and conflict. Oh my God. Okay, I'm leaving this topic. There's more important things to discuss. Okay, I'm leaving this completely. This is stupid. I'm sorry I introduced that. Okay, desperation and comedy in one headline. UK media never fails. Okay, Harry and Meghan's 5-year plan should include a move back to UK to reinvent themselves. Why do they need to do that in the UK? they already reinvent themselves in the US. Okay, there's Archewell doing that thing. People are laughing. Okay, how about no? I rather Prince Archie and Princess Elizabeth to stay in a country and a state that has anti-paparazzi laws that were passed thanks to actress and mothers Halle Berry and Jennifer Garner. Okay, this is a commercial here. Interpretation: the monies are dying up from the manipulation of the news about Harry and Meghan, so we want them to come back before our newspapers dries up and have to file bankruptcy. Okay, apparently they did watch Harry's interview with Anderson Cooper. When asked by Anderson if he could ever see himself working again as a full-time royal, Harry simply said no, he's not coming back. The only one who need reinventing are the rest of the members of the royal family. Harry and Meghan are fine. Yeah, that definitely is that. But the thing is that they don't want to learn. They don't want to improve. They don't need reinventing, aka take abuses from the hateful racist British media. They are it. They are the ticket. They are the standard, period. Okay, people are just laughing. Reinvent what? Okay, reply, people are laughing. Let's go to the next tweet. All right, I'm moving fast now. Okay, how do you misreport a story on misinformation? Aussie announcer blames, quote, a few media outlets, particularly in the UK, end quote, for stories misquoting. Okay, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, I think, and I'm apologizing in advance. Okay, you know what? Let's just say Miss Mandela to attack Harry and Meghan. The original story was written for Murdoch's News Corp Aussie network. All right, so there's a link of this, Independent. Let me click on this. What is that? A newspaper? Okay, it is time to tell the truth about Harry, Meghan, and my grandfather, Nelson Mandela. All right, so I'm gonna leave this link in the description for you guys. All right, I'll leave the link. You guys could check it out. All right, let's listen to it. It's 44 seconds. Even though it's 44 seconds, I'm gonna stop in between.
So this is a tricky one. Harry and Meghan did another documentary in December, and it was pegged off Nelson Mandela and his legacy. They're furthering his legacy. Now, a few media outlets in the UK in particular covered this and claimed that she was very critical of Harry and Meghan and basically...
So they're pointing the finger at the UK media, but this is where is that? In Australia? So is it some of those media outlets in Australia are also part of Murdoch Group, in my humble opinion? But okay, but let's listen. I don't know.
Accused them of using the Mandela name for profit. Now, this lady's come out overnight writing an opinion piece saying, look, in fact, I did not criticise Harry and Meghan at all. The tabloids have twisted my words completely. Wow. She has the utmost respect for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and it was really these tabloids that are using Mandela's legacy to further their own aims.
Which is what Harry says in the book. Oh
exactly, that's what he says in Spare.
This is why it is so hard to know where the truth lies.
So this is a
but they are part of the lies too. In my humble opinion, a lot of clips that I see coming out of Australia, many of them full of lies as well. So I guess they're pointing fingers at each other. But let's see what some of the comments are saying. Okay, there's that. I noticed they didn't name the UK media outlet for fear of being sued, probably. There's a rolling eye. The UK stories just quoted the original reporting that came from Australia. I didn't even know. I'm like, usually some of the clips that I come across and I share with you, these people are reporting each other's thing. So now they're trying to clear their conscience, I guess. All right, but let me read this. The UK stories just quoted the original reporting that came from Australia and were then aggregated everywhere else. It's a global game of not it. All right, let me go into that, what other people are saying. Okay, I just read that because thus far all the coverage here in Australia has been anti-Harry and Meghan. All the British tabloid trash, Daily Mail, Express, etc. can be found in our newspapers and magazines. There has never been one positive article about Meghan and them. I have cancelled my daily newspaper. Wow. Okay, but we know the name of the person who did the interview. The name was on that article. There's the laugh. If they don't know, we know what network and country. There's the rolling eye. Okay, let's see here. Look like everyone is scrambling to point fingers. Spot on. Okay, I don't feel sorry for any of these people who keep getting duped by the press. These people have a history of twisting people's word, especially when it comes to Harry and Meghan, yet they still talk to them instead of just saying no comment. Or the people who talk to the papers, it's similar to what happened to the vet. Okay, they show him something from Spare and they ask him to comment on it, and then he did, and whatever it is that they show him was a false, untruthful thing, and then he, you know, comment on it truthfully, but later on when he found out whatever they had shown him was false, he tried to correct it. They didn't even want to hear him anymore, so he had to go out of his way, go on social media to correct it. Okay, I'm in Sydney, Australia. It was mass reported here. She's minimizing it. Okay, let's see here, 3 comment. Okay, yes, it was Australians this time. I have that screenshot. Quite a few of the Australian sites, TV channels, newspapers are pro-monarchy, and explicably. Okay, in fact, the UK papers were quoting an Australian paper. Oh my god. Okay, Bonsai Bloody Oath, you should. Carver and good day. I don't know what it says. Let's feed some few more and then leave and go to the next one. Their audience is slowly turning against them. There's a laugh. Okay, why is it hard to know where the truth lies when there is proof of what he has alluded to and the Spare confirmed in the media by the minute? Okay, it's not hard to know where the truth lies. Okay, there's that. Let's go to the next tweet. I think this one also reflects to that. Let's see here. Oh, there's another Prince William thing here. Please don't. Oh, did I do it again? Oh, I put the wrong thing. All right, let's see something here. I put this, I went over already. Let's see if I could find the actual one. Something. Oh, okay, so I did it twice. Okay, so this is where it came from originally. I think that's what this was supposed to be. The same reporting, but there's a thread of it. Okay, let's see here. Aussie newspapers reported on at Mandela Nickel rebuttal the lies about her not wanting the Sussexes to use her father's name and live to lead Netflix, repeated by the Camilla Tomney royal PR liar, who I am sure won't apologize for her lies. So it was from this one. Okay, let's see here. So the squad came with screenshot. All right, let's see here. Okay, Nelson Mandela's mortified granddaughter slammed Australian newspaper over Harry and Meghan's article, claiming it twisted her word to attack a woman of color. Who wrote it? Who wrote this? Okay, by Kylie Stevens. By Kylie Stevens for Daily Mail Australia. That's what I was saying in the previous tweet. Isn't this the same murder group? So they're pointing the same, in my humble opinion. Let me not say. They're just pointing at each other. So this somewhat originated from Australia. Now that last video that I shared with you is pointing to the UK. Okay, Miss Mandela claimed Aussie publication misquoted her. Never accused Harry and Meghan of profiteering from legacy. All right, let's see here. Okay, that's that. Spending lies for clicks. All right, another screenshot. Daniel Gusmawali, okay, European correspondent at the Daily Telegraph. So she, okay, I'm assuming this is the person who first came out with the thing. Okay, let's see here. 6/1/23, so January 6th. Prince Harry suffered frostbitten penis at brothers William's wedding. Okay. European correspondent at the Daily Telegraph. Okay, so this is one of those. June 2009. Okay, what else? Okay, Daniel guess is black. They blacked her. Oh my god, what else? Another poll. This is an American one. Notice the racist Republicans. Okay, what else is they saying here? Alexandra Marquez. Americans have more favorable opinion of Princes Harry and William than their father King Charles, according to a new NBC News poll, even though most Americans have a neutral view of the Windsors. Among US adults, 29% have a positive view of Harry versus 24% who have a negative view 26 have a positive view Prince William compared to 13% who have a negative view, and 15% have a positive view of King Charles. 26 who did they poll? Who did they ask? Charles' net rating is an improvement from 1997, the last time an NBC News poll asked Americans for their perception of him, when 18% of Americans had a positive view of him and 47% held a negative view of the then Prince, a 29 net rating. Okay, I don't know. I don't think most Americans care about what happened in the UK. The conclusion, though, is that Americans don't care too much for the royal. That's what I'm saying. For the royals, 61% said they felt neutral or didn't know enough about Prince William to give a rating, while 59% said the same about Charles and 47% said the same about Harry. Those surveys were also asked about their sympathies toward the two younger royals couple, Harry and Meghan and William and Kate. Two younger royal couples. Okay, couples. Okay. 68% of those polled have no opinion or don't prefer one couple over the other. 13% said they prefer Harry and Meghan to William and Kate. 9% said they prefer William and Kate to Harry and Meghan, and 10% prefer both couple equally. Among those who did choose one couple over another, Republicans were more likely to say they prefer William and Kate, while Democrats, and especially black respondents, were more likely to say they prefer Harry and Meghan. Okay, women were also more likely to offer up their opinion on the two couples, with 28% of women surveyed choosing one couple over the other and 15% of men picking one couple over the other. Okay, I don't even know why they even ask American about this. Okay, more from the NBC News poll. Princes Harry and William are more popular than their father. Okay, so that's that. Okay, this is a thread. Okay, I really don't. Okay, I don't care about this. Let's move on. All right, so this is Dr. Shola. I'd rather spend more time on that. Dr. Shola, next tweet. Piers Morgan calls me race-baiting liar while professing racial equality and expressing illuminating bigotry, caucasity personified. Okay, what do you call white people who get triggered and defend white supremacy? All right, let's see here. Piers Morgan, that's a screenshot. Unbelievable. 5 black men kill a black man, but apparently it was because of white supremacy. Race-baiting liars like Dr. Shola do enormous damage to the cause of racial equality. I guess he's really playing. Well, they pick and choose anyway. What's going on in America? Let's see.
Change until we eradicate.
All right, let's see here. 58 seconds. Let's move back.
Nothing will change until we eradicate the source of this problem, which is white supremacy. Listen, the vicious and brutal, unjust. This is why I'm about to educate some people right now. The vicious, brutal, unjustified extrajudicial killing of Tyree Nichols is as a result of a police system that is built on white supremacy. White supremacy underpins the policing and criminal justice system.
Okay, to interrupt this just crossed my mind. I didn't follow what happened in the US, that black man who was killed, but one thing that I saw came out of it, it says somewhere there was a white police officer who did something. I don't remember what it was, but throughout all the ordeal, we're hearing about that black man who got killed. But you don't mention the white officer in that mix. Okay, so I don't want to say, so I don't have to look for it. Most likely I will. But there's one person they keep out from it. All right, but let's continue.
Both in the United States and the United Kingdom, it shapes a culture that sees black people as less, treats black lives as disposable, and ensures that black lives don't matter. Look, what I'm trying to explain here is that there is a systemic reality of white supremacy that produces racist white cops and racial gatekeeping black and brown cops.
And another thing to take away with what happened with that black man who got killed by those black officers, the swift, okay, how quickly they were able to arrest and charge those police officers. Okay, but when it comes to white officers who do things to black citizen, it takes, I don't know, whatever laws that is, barriers after barriers before they could bring justice. Okay, this is something we need to look into as well. Okay, the difference. I'm not saying those black officers should be giving a pass. No, you do wrong, you should be treated accordingly. But is the swiftness to arrest and charge those black officers in comparison when it's a white officer who does that? And many of the time they don't even charge them. Okay, so that's something to look at, to think about.
Okay, this is the reality, and this is what black people have to deal with. And this does not absolve in any way, shape, form, or manner. Anything will change until we
Okay, so it's playing again. I like when Dr. Shola is talking very calmly. Speak. Let's see here. The squirrel William is looking more and more like his grandfather. Okay, this remains as true then as it is today. How many minutes? 1 minute and 54 seconds. I'll come to that. Let's read what's there. Dr. Shola, great work amplifying voices of marginalized communities. Law enforcement should be considered as an institution. Police officers identify first as members of an organization and second as black. The argument is about police brutality, which cuts across race. That is true. It's all about the breadman. Okay. Piers Morgan is correct, whatever, but okay, let me listen to this and then I'll go to the next tweet.
Why must we always visible in the face of every cop, every boss, everybody?
Like I said in some other videos, these people, now they're trying to distance themselves from the things they created, the racism and all of that, social class and classism and all of that. They created it. And then we black people, everywhere we go, this is like a freaking pandemic. Okay, they look at your skin, it becomes a passport for mistreatment. Okay, and they don't even want to learn how to be a better human being. Instead, they're preventing on teaching what their ancestors have done to black people. But let's continue. They try very hard to keep black people from buying home, doing all sort of things, pretty much progress. They prevent black people from progress, but for some reason, many of us, with our mind, we do what we need to do and break through that stupid barrier they try to put in front of us. But let's continue.
I don't know if the Board of Education hates black people, but I know the textbooks I give my children to read and the schools that we have to go to. Now, this is the evidence.
It's funny he brings textbook. Look at what's happening in Florida. Doesn't want to teach critical theory. Okay, things, history of this is why, Muhammad Ali didn't want to go to war for the U.S. because he didn't believe what the war stood for. He'd rather go to prison. All right, this is what I got from that. Okay, I read this. Let me see. There's 4 comments under this here. Oh, there's more. Okay, how much time? Let me bookmark this. Okay, how much time? Inspired by James Baldwin. Okay, 23 seconds. Let me read these and then that's it. Okay, truly one of the greatest human ever to have lived. Okay, one rarely goes wrong by bringing the Baldwin. Okay, let's listen to that one.
My father's. What is it you wanted me to reconcile myself to? I was born here almost 60 years ago. I'm not going to live another 60 years. You always told me it takes time.
Wow.
It's taking my father's time, my mother's time.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Yep, it's never time for you guys, for us. But theirs always come first. It's almost like the thing, you know what just came to mind? When the funding that, for the cookbook that was raised for the hub community. Okay, so Harry, Meghan, with the help of hub community, would work their butt off to make that cookbook, and they raised the money. But for some reason, someone did not want that money to go to the community. Meghan was like, nope, we raised the money for that community. It's gonna go to the community. Okay, and this is what happened. When you fight for your piece of your pie, they didn't really have to fight for it because they earned it, they made it. But for some reason, their stuff always seem more important than other people. But they're not willing to build up, to create their own, to make their own money, to do their project. But they're more than happy to grab okay, put their hand on in the pie that they didn't deserve from the get-go. All right, so that's what came to mind. Let me move it back a little bit in terms of timing, you know, wasting people time. Your mother's time wasn't good enough, or that you need to wait, but theirs is always forefront and foremost. Okay, that's what I get from him saying that.
It's taking my father's time, my mother's time, my uncle's time, my brothers and my sister's time, my nieces and my nephews' time. How much time do you want?
Wow.
For your progress.
Wow.
What is it you want?
This is the last part. You're taking everybody else and his family time for somebody else's progress.
Sister's time, my nieces and my nephews' time. How much time do you want for your progress?
Wow. Very simple but powerful. Next tweet. Okay. Let's see here. Dan Wootton is really desperate and obsessed with Meghan, partner in crime at Piers Morgan. They tag Morgan, 2 losers. Dan Wootton, why is Meghan distancing herself from Spare? Royal insiders fear the disappearing act by the Duchess of Sussex is to secure her even more power during Harry's negotiation with Charles over the coronation. Okay, I don't know if there's any negotiation is going, but my goodness, Meghan surely have a lot of powers. She need to share that power with me. I want that power. I like that. If Meghan talks, she's too mouthy. If Meghan doesn't talk, she's too quiet. So what is she hiding? Okay, said little man reaching. Okay, shaking my head. The narrative just continues to get more and more asinine. Okay, that's an insult to losers. That's Kate Middleton parody. Okay, why does he even care? Worry about Skull and Bone. Okay, he just wants to complain about her to get clicks. Okay, this jumps the shark into stalking and harassing ages ago. How can disappearing gain you more power? This statement makes no sense. That's what I'm saying. I want that power that Meghan has. All right, let's go to the next tweet. This is nonsense. They don't have Harry and Meghan front and center to talk. Okay, this one was supposed to be on my last video. For some reason, I skipped it. I missed it, but I added here. Okay, let's see here. Just listen to this. He is talking about the threats that Harry and Meghan were facing. Then listen to Prince Harry describing the moment his family took away security. Then tell me the family weren't hoping for another Diana situation. All right, let's listen. I've shared this video before. This one.
How would you characterize the threats that Meghan and Harry received?
Well, disgusting and very real. I've talked publicly for many years about the threat of extreme right-wing terrorism in this country. I've often been misquoted as taking my eye off the ball, as though I think...
Yep, they always do that. The same thing I just read, what they did to Miss Mandela, trying to misquote them. But okay.
I think that was the biggest threat. I've never called it the biggest threat, but it was the fastest growing. You know, and my wonderful friend and counterpart at MI5 will tell you exactly the same thing, that when I started in CT in 2015... Counterterrorism, it was about 6% of our total workload. Certainly when I left 15, 16 months ago, it was over 20%.
They knew that their security was needed and it was increasing, more people doing their nonsense. They knew all of this information. Okay, the royal family knew about all of this information, but yet they took it away from them. My God. And Harry knew, that's why he was fighting for it too.
Of our workload.
But there were many serious, credible threats against Meghan, were there, emanating from the far right?
Absolutely. If you'd seen the stuff that was written and you were receiving it, the kind of rhetoric that's online, if you don't know what I know, you would feel under threat all of the time.
My God, this is crazy. They knew. These people are evil. The royal family are evil for doing what they did to Harry and Meghan. God is good. Princess Diana, please keep protecting your hairy little family.
You were convinced that there was a genuine threat to Meghan's life on on more than one occasion, on several occasions.
Absolutely. We had teams investigating it. People have been prosecuted for those threats.
Yeah. What is it? Those 2 young men who got arrested. I have a screenshot of it. I'll share it with you. So now let's look at what Harry said and Spare.
I glanced down at my phone to see a text from the head of our security team, Lloyd. He needed to see me. I carried Archie across the garden and handed him to Meg. then went across the soggy grass to the cottage where Lloyd and the other bodyguards were staying. We sat on a bench, both of us wearing puffer jackets. Waves rolling gently in the background. Lloyd told me that our security was being pulled. He and the whole team had been ordered to evacuate. Surely they can't. I would tend to agree.
My goodness, this is so freaking... My God. God is good. God is good.
They are, he said. So much for the year of transition. The threat level for us, Lloyd said, was still higher than for that of nearly every other royal, equal to that assigned the Queen. And yet the word had come down, and there was to be no arguing. So here we are, I said. The ultimate nightmare. The worst of all worst-case scenarios. Any bad actor in the world would now be able to find us, and it would just be me with a pistol to stop them.
Yep, there is, what is it, on docu-series? There was a video he showed where a random person came right in front of their gate. Right in front of their gate. My God, this is freaking scary. Baggage for God.
Oh wait, no pistol. I'm in Canada. I rang Pa. He wouldn't take my calls.
Wow. He rang his father. He didn't take his call. My God, my God, my God. And then for 6 weeks? Yeah, 6 weeks, they didn't know where he was. My God. All right, let's read some of the comments here. I can't read that. Bestie, you know what's mine is yours, especially if you post it on TikTok. That they didn't call and tell him the decision, that they won't pick up his call, tell you a lot about what kind of a people they truly are. P.S. To Harry's lawsuit, we know that the royal family is an equal partner in this security decision. It was an active choice of the firm. Okay, the correction here, I don't think it was a lawsuit, unless she's talking something completely. It was a review. Harry wanted a review of why his security was pulled. Okay, if there's something beyond that, I do not know, because Harry was not suing why they removed his security, because he said, okay, after they removed his security, he said, I want to have the same thing, but I'm gonna pay for it. It's not to the taxpayers anymore. So this where the question was, how come he cannot even pay for the security so many people could easily get as well? Okay, let me see here. Okay, all that crying, imagine your own family doing that to you, knowing fully well the risk, even his own brother who knew what happened to their mother not warning him. The evilness of it all is just scary. Like there is zero love from him from there. I think it was a wake-up call for Harry. I don't know if he's awake yet, because I don't know, he's still giving chances. Okay, no one can hurt you like family. Okay, honestly, who needs enemies with family like this? I have heard of families do shit to their own family members, but watching it play out is something else. Sickening. All right, that's that. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I'm almost done. Okay, I have 3 more and 2 of them are related. Oh my God, 5:14. My oldest is gonna get upset. Next tweet. I quit arguing with Harry and Meghan haters a long time ago. They're so far gone, it's unbelievable. I'm surprised they're even able to communicate with me, because we obviously do not live in the same dimension. Vanessa is something. This was supposed to be put, I think after one of the reports that I did in this video, but I arranged it, I can't find it. Okay, I agree, same here. I focus on positive and black out the trolls. Me too. I just see one nasty word and black. I just see one nasty word and I black and keep it moving. But sometimes there's qualities sometimes who probably didn't explain their thought properly. You need to ask a little bit more questions to clarify before you black, because sometimes some good squaddies get blacked by other squaddies. Just give them time. If you don't understand something, ask them a question to clarify their wording. If they don't, if they clarify it and then it's still trashy, that's when you black. Okay, girl, I may drop a link once a month, but I moved past that stage ages ago. I have way more peace because of it. Okay, one thing for sure, they want our attention so bad. We win every time we ignore them. Almost there, same here. They want us to be as miserable and hateful as they are. Not happening. Exactly. We should be blocking them and keep it moving. Okay, I start to write a reply, then delete. Okay, I start write a reply, then delete it because I simply be wasting my breath. All right, me too. I pass time doing it idly. All right, next tweet. I don't even follow. Only the squad I follow. All right, next tweet. Okay, there's this. Harry, stay home. They're about to send James Bond to kidnap ya, clown. Could the Spice Girl get Harry to the coronation? Wait a second. Are they together? Oh my goodness. Wow. Who's that? Is that the one who married no, that's not her. Beckham, but that's not her. Okay. But anyway, let's see here. Harry, okay, that's in French. Okay, French again. Next, they will ask President Biden to get Harry to the coronation. The desperation. I hope, what is it? President Biden call him for something else on the day of the coronation to overshadow the other one. Okay, they really think Harry is a child, huh? Are the UK not embarrassed by their journalism? At this point, I don't think they care. Okay, I don't think they care. Okay, are you kidding? Compare these ladies to Meghan and ask yourself that again. I mean, now they old. Okay, they're doing their things privately. I don't know if they are. Okay, I know Scary Spice. I forgot her real name. She's sometime on US TV. And whatever. Next tweet. Okay, there's me here. I retweeted that, and I think the next tweet that I have is this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go to it. So it's 2 tweets and 1. Okay, always the same scenario for ex wannabe dictators. Once the people say enough is enough, where are you gonna go? I think, in my humble opinion, the British royal family should take notice to this. Just saying. Okay, so there's no comment in here. 4 likes and 1 retweet. Now this is the next tweet that I have. I'm going to end it. Okay. Embattled ex-Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has applied for a 6-month visa to continue living in Florida. I bet you Florida is the only place for him. Okay, well, there's plenty. Okay, the same mindset. Okay, Florida, according to his attorney, as legal problems mount for Bolsonaro back in Brazil, and the Biden administration faces growing pressure to expel him from the United States. Okay, 3 minutes and 18 seconds. I did not listen to it specifically for this moment, me recording. All right, let's listen. Damn, but okay, there's a music. That's gonna take a while. Bolsonaro seeks visa to extend Florida stay as legal threat mount in Brazil. Okay, there's a music. Embattled ex-Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has applied for a 6-month visa to continue living in Florida, according to his attorney. Okay, nobody's talking. It's just this. Okay, as legal problems mount for Bolsonaro back in Brazil, and the Biden administration faces growing pressure to expel him from the United States. All right. Okay, Bolsonaro has applied for a 6-month visitor visa, AG immigration lawyers Felipe Alexandre said in a statement. All right, so is a music behind it. So I'm just gonna, since his existing diplomatic visa is set to expire at the end of the month, according to the Financial Times, FT was first to report the news on Monday. Okay, I didn't know he was living in the US. Bolsonaro, Okay, Bolsonaro has lived at a home in Kissimmee, Florida, near Walt Disney World since a few days before his term ended in January 1st. So he had to flee. Come on. And has been spotted several times in public engaging in innocuous activities like eating fried chicken at an Orlando area KFC. Okay, and shopping at a public supermarket. All right. This thing. It skipped. Political turmoil has erupted in Brazil since Bolsonaro left office. Reporters storming the country's Congress I think they tried to do a January 6th thing over there too. Political turmoil has erupted in Brazil since Bolsonaro left office, capped by his supporters storming the country's Congress on January 8th. Wow. The US is January 6th, over there is January 8th. My goodness, the same mindset. Okay, and an assault reminiscent of the January 6, 2021, according to the U.S. Capitol. Attack on the U.S. Capitol. Shit, this thing is taking too long. Bolsonaro is under investigation for his role in the potentially inciting the attack and also faces probes for alleged misconduct in office. When they give them a power, they think they freaking... Bolsonaro condemned the January 8th attack as an act of vandalism and denied holding any blame for his supporters' action. Was hoping his people gave him the power so he could come back. Okay, the hard-right former Brazilian president came into office in early 2019 and was one of the closest international allies of ex-president Donald Trump. Same mindset. This thing, who's giving Bolsonaro the apparently endearing nickname Tropical Trump. Wow. Okay, Bolsonaro repeatedly spread baseless conspiracy theories of widespread fraud costing him the 2022 Brazilian election. This is what happened when people vote. Okay, seeming to follow the playbook Trump laid out for contesting the resulting of the 2020 US presidential election, through both efforts were unsuccessful. People need to stand up. Bolsonaro lost the 2022 election to left-wing former President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, commonly just known as Lula, by more than 2 million voters. Okay. Rumors surfaced early this month that Bolsonaro might apply for Italian citizenship since Italy is his ancestral homeland. Remember in one video I said the type of people that's coming from South America? This just crossed my mind. Okay, but that's from my other channel, PYTE. But Italian Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani later said on Italian radio he hasn't asked for it, and I don't believe he can have it as far as I'm concerned. Oh shit. Wow. Okay. Okay, 41. That's how many Democratic lawmakers signed a letter earlier this month urging the Biden administration to revoke Bolsonaro's visa. This one is taking longer because it wasn't being reported. I have to read this. In response to the storming of the Brazilian Congress. Alright, so that's that. Let's see here. I'm not gonna read all of them. Okay, AOC. Okay, they tag Alexandra Ocasio, her. Okay, there it is, AOC. And who is that? Okay, ICE enforcement protects America through enforcing immigration law to preserve national security and public safety. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, and this is my last one. I'm already an hour and my son is about to get up. Is 5:24. He usually get up exactly on time as 5:30. I think he got that for me. So I guess we're gonna end up on a better note. Okay, and other Euro royals
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.